So today, after a very long time, I'm going to be riding to Krishnagiri. I think our old favorite, Sree Saravana Bhavan. I don't know if it's in my mind, but I can feel a slight wobble in the front. I'm not sure what it is.
Today I'm enjoying the dosae a lot more. Both the dosa are very good, huh? Your onion dosa is very good.
Nice and crispy. No?
Excellent. Even that nahi dosa is very good. Excellent. So good. And I think for anybody to do pillion, right? And the other thing you see, at least at home, the wives have they're in control, right?
Good morning, folks. Welcome to another ride. Really happy to be out this early on a Sunday morning. It's about 6:22 right now, and I haven't been out this early on the road for a very long time. It's getting warmer, so therefore it makes sense to head out for a ride early on in the morning, especially if you want to ride a little long, which is what we're doing today. So today, after a very long time, I'm going to be riding to Krishnagiri. I think our old favorite, Sree Saravana Bhavan. Not the newer Sree Saravana Bhavans, but the Sree Saravana Bhavan that's been around for a fairly long time. One that we've been riding to at least for the last 7-8 years. So really looking forward to breakfast there. And of course today is also a Sunday morning, meeting my buddy, so there's going to be no fasting for breakfast today. We're going to break the fast with breakfast at Sree Saravana Bhavan, God willing. And if you watched the last vlog, you know that I've got new shoes on this beast. I've got new tires. And I must tell you, I've just ridden this now for the last 5 kilometers perhaps since I put the tires on. But I can really feel the difference. The ride quality, and when I'm going over bumps, even when I'm turning, etc. I guess the last tire had really done its job, 20,000 kilometers plus, and I think they were on their last tether, and that is why I guess the tire had become really soft. Well, I was so used to riding it then, so I didn't realize it, but now that I've got these new shoes on, I can make out the difference just in the manner that the bike holds itself. Whether I'm going through slight bumps like these, a speed breaker, or if I'm cornering, I can make out the transformation in the machine. There's my buddy Bell. Hello. Good morning. Yeah, we can do that. So we'll meet Griff at Atibele. Curry leaves headed to the market or headed to a kitchen somewhere. I can feel a bit of a wobble on the steering. I don't know what that is. loud. You know, when you're riding motorcycles like that with very loud exhaust, over a period of time you yourself go deaf. I mean, it's probably about 100 meters away from me, I can still feel the irritation of its noise in my ears. Lovely to be on the elevated tollway, going towards Krishnagiri after a very long time. Soak some of that sun. Toll doesn't seem too crowded, which sometimes is a good indication of the fact that there may not be too much traffic that we will meet on the highway. And also because today we are a little earlier than, very early actually than usual. I get a bit of a leg workout as I push the motorcycle. Too much of a pain to work the clutch in this queue. Just need to give it a bit of a push, a little bit of a momentum. After that the motorcycle manages itself. The balance of this motorcycle is quite incredible. Error kodi? Double. Do me a favor. I just got my tires replaced yesterday. Just watch my wheel. If there's any wobble or whatever. Huh? Oh, there's a big group of riders. I hope they're not coming to Sree Saravana Bhavan. Usually they won't, because these sort of bigger groups will go towards go to Murugan Idli, because there's more parking there for the motorcycles. I don't know if it's in my mind, but I can feel a slight wobble in the front. I'm not sure what it is, so that's why I've asked Belle to take a look at my tires as I'm riding. Seems fine. Sometimes it's also new shoes, right? New tires, so I don't know if there is if the motorcycle needs to get used to it, or I don't know what it is. But this is the first time that I've gone with a non-Michelin on the Fat Boy. So that was playing on my mind for a very long time while I was looking for the tires, and I was not finding the tires that I wanted. So anyways, I'm hoping that these Metzeler's ME 888 Marathon Ultra do the job. Only one way to find out is to ride. Off to Atipele now. Atipele told to meet a buddy Griff. Traffic is fairly light, very manageable. Sometimes you also have things like, have they tightened the nuts properly, etc., because the tire replacement is a big job. They have to open up, in fact, especially in the rear, they have to open up the silencers and take everything out, brake pads and all of that before they get the tires in. So you're just sometimes worried that, okay, hope they've done a good enough job of putting everything back together and tightening things like the way they should. Anyways, okay, traffic suddenly has gotten heavier, and the biggest culprits are these trucks on the right lane. Because they just tend to slow everything down. I've ranted about that ad nauseum. I don't know if things will ever change. Till they get penalized really heavily, they're not going to mend their ways. So look at this guy riding peacefully in the center, which is fine. So there's ample opportunity on either sides to pass him. I think you should have automated penalties. So the moment a truck is detected on the right hand side, there should be scanners that just pick up the registration and immediately levy a penalty on the vehicle, whichever state it may be registered in. And that SMS should immediately go to the owner of the fleet. And that's when things may change. Because there's no point in having these super broad highways, 3 lanes on either side with a shoulder, if we're not going to use it in the manner that it's designed to be used. Never wear shorts and ride. Always wear full pants in case of a spill. Well, I can't even think of it. Of course, on a fat boy you don't have the luxury of even wearing shorts even if you wanted to. You just burn your legs right through. Ati Pele toll, and hopefully Griffithar should be here already. We told him 6:30, but it is I think past 6:45 now. There's Griff. You go ahead. Usually we'll stop, chit chat, but none of that today because we just want to keep riding. Don't want to let the sun get the better of us. So we've got to fuel up at Krishnagiri, which is about 50 kilometers from here. Bell needs some fuel, so we'll stop there for a bit, so maybe chit chat there a bit. Look at this bloke. And another. Let me ignore them, otherwise I'm going to carry with them. I think the cyclists are the bravest folks to be riding, cycling with the heat, with the traffic on a route like this one especially. Omettapalli, that's where we are. Next stop, Shoolagiri. Oh, we're in Shoolagiri already. Oh yes, I can see the McDonald's arch right there. The tires make such a difference, I can't tell you. You checking air pressure? No, I'm fine.
How are the tires?
Good.
You changed both your tires?
Both the tires. So I'm trying Metzeler's for the first time.
Wow.
So these are Marathon Ultra series, so which is meant for heavier motorcycles. Even your tires are Metzeler's.
These ones,
Yeah, Metzeler's.
slightly aggressive tires if you look at the...
Yeah, these are Metzeler Karu Street.
They're aggressive in the sense that you can be... They're half road and half off-road. So both off-road and on-road, they're very good.
Yeah, so it's got deep buttons. These tires. Metzeler Karu.
It runs down quite fast.
Yeah. So the compound is a soft compound. So he said my tires could go 15,000-20,000.
Yeah. These won't.
These won't.
Like these are your typical road tires, right? They'll be a lot harder.
Yeah, they'll be a lot harder. So, but now that I'm wearing this, I can feel that so much more comfortable. As even cornering, that relatively felt squishy now.
Of course, yeah.
Because I think once the rubber wears down, there's no, it doesn't have strength to hold, right?
Yeah.
Look at this hump. Bell's diavel bottomed out. Krishnagiri. I'm looking forward to breakfast. So I'm so used to not eating breakfast, so I can just not even think about it. But now I know I'm going to Sree Saravana Bhavan. I know we're going to eat breakfast, so I'm feeling hungry already. There's a bit of a wobble that I'm seeing on low speed. I don't know why. It was perfectly fine on high speeds, but low speeds I'm just seeing a bit of a, I don't know. See this? Maybe it's my mind playing games with me. You got new tires, so you're thinking, okay, what could possibly not be right? But when I was on the highway cruising, it felt fine. At 90, 100. I think that's important. When I'm cruising on 6, it so happens that every once in a while I try to shift higher. He had all the space on the right, but he had to weave around me. I'm very nervous usually when I'm on the highway riding around hatchbacks, especially the more powerful hatchbacks, right? Because they have a tremendous amount of speed, but usually the people driving them are those who probably graduated from, let's say, a smaller car, etc. So they may not have the kind of experience to handle that power yet. And not just from a power perspective, but also from a driving perspective, from a traffic etiquette perspective. So I'm always wary of these, these mid-size hatchbacks. I try and give them a wide berth. Although I have my lights on, I still prefer to use hand signals just to, so that people see you waving out, asking them to wait. Sometimes with the glare, you may not see the light. Ambur biryani. So the other day, the owners of Rahmania Biryani called me. Apparently they have opened another biryani place somewhere on the highway. So Rahmania is the precursor to Ambur biryani, same family, but Rahmania in Ambur is where the biryani was born. And they always say biryani, it's B-R-I-Y-A-N-I, not biryani. So maybe one of these days I'll do a trip to savor their biryani. It's been a while since I've had a good Ambur biryani. The tyres make such a difference. You can really feel the ride has just gotten better, more comfortable, feels more cushioned, more grippy. Feeling a whole lot more confident on these tyres. Saravana Bhavan, Sree Saravana Bhavan unit of Pollachi Amuta Surabi. That's where we are. If you park it like this, yeah, you're good now. Well, a bit of a challenge trying to get the motorcycle parked here. There's some work happening and Namaskara. Nalla irkingla. The vada is superb.
I'm a big fan of you.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much.
Watching your videos.
What's your name? Sorry, my hands are...
I'm Biju.
Biju.
Yeah.
Namaskara. Nalla irukkinga. Very nice. Thank you.
So the plain dosa. Ghee dosa. Crispy are
Today I'm enjoying the dosa a lot more. Both the dosa are very good, huh? Your onion dosa is very good.
Nice and crispy. No?
Excellent. Even that nahi dosa is very good. Excellent. So good. Two new finds here. The ghee plain dosa and the onion dosa. Excellent.
Very comfortable bike, right? It's 100% efficient.
Very good.
You won't get the excitement out of it.
See, I tell you, it's all relative. When you're riding, you don't realize it. When you ride something else,
That's when you realize.
it's like this tire thing, yeah. Today, when I'm riding my motorcycle, it just feels like a new motorcycle altogether.
I'll tell you why.
Huh.
Your rear tire profile, this tire profile is a little bit different from your earlier tire.
Huh.
The earlier tire is slightly more squarish. This
Huh.
one is very round with a slight peak in the middle.
Huh.
So initially you'll find the difference in terms of the way it turns and all that stuff.
But I'm enjoying it. It just feels a lot more plush, a lot more cushioned.
See, I bought the diavel for
Even when I'm
reason.
cornering, you know.
I'll go for a sports bike
Ah.
at the same time with a little bit of touring capability. It is only for 2-up riding. I'm thinking of doing 2-up riding, so that's not
So
suitable.
who's going to ride with you?
Wife.
Is she seriously going to ride? I'm telling you, don't count on the wives. They're not going to join. And then you'll buy a motorcycle for her, and then she'll say, you know, I don't want to do this. Believe me. Huh? What do you say, Griff?
100%. 100%. They'll come up with like different reasons. why
Different
they want to go.
excuses each time. And then you'll be left, like they say, holding the baby.
First of all, it's not as exciting for them to sit behind and ride, right?
And I think for anybody to do pillion, right?
It's not exciting
Yeah.
for anybody to do. Because
like-
they think, I deal with this guy at home, why do I have to deal with
Yeah.
him on the road?
Strong sugar allowed.
And the other thing is, see, at least at home, the wives have like, they're in control, right?
Yeah, they're not.
They're not. So for 2 hours they're sitting behind on the motorcycle while you have all control. So I don't think it's a motorcycle thing.
It's a control issue.
It's a control issue,
Lack
right?
of control.
So it's not going to happen. So
Are you
buy,
putting on the internet?
yeah. So buy a motorcycle.
Dude, both of us are going to be out of our marriages very soon.
Well, you didn't do much of the talking, but you can say now. You can say some nice
But I
things.
was listening. Huh? That's good enough for me. I was accomplice to the entire
But-
conversation.
But very nice, very noble of you to buy a motorcycle so that your wife can ride pillion on it. Huh?
Yeah.
Very nice, very noble.
You help them earn some points back.
Very nice. Bell, this is Bell. But when that happens, becomes reality, do let us know. The world will be waiting to know, because you'll be the first man who will be very successful in getting his wife to ride pillion with him on the motorcycle. If that happens, take that as a
Maybe.
challenge.
Yeah? At least that's an excuse to buy the bike.
Yeah, that it is.
It's not. I'm serious.
Oh, so she rode with you,
No. Just
sat on the motorcycle. Wonderful.
She liked the seat and
Yeah.
So did they let him put his foot in his
No, he finally said it. He said, whether she comes or not, at least I know I'll get the bike.
so she came on.
Oh, yeah?
She tried it on.
Where see?
So
The pictures.
he said, come and sit on the motorcycle, then we'll go and buy jewelry after that.
So she tried it on all her.
Motorcycle for me and necklace for you.
Yeah.
Is that the deal? Is that how we close the deal, buddy?
Feels so good riding on these tires. So much of a difference. I didn't really expect that. Very comfortable. At least for now. Well, that was a good Sunday morning here in Krishnagiri at Saravana Bhavan. Glad we got to do this, and I'm so glad. I know I'm now sounding like a broken record, but those tires, my goodness, what a transformation of the motorcycle completely. Can also feel the sun beating down, but I think on the way back the traffic's not going to be as much, so I think we got to literally cruise through. I've done 90 kilometers, so it's going to be 180 kilometer ride. Sunday ride after a very long time. Here's the last one, of course, was Mulbagal. That was again similar. That's a good thing about Bengaluru. You can ride in different directions year round. Of course, it's getting warmer with every passing summer, but still it's much better than other places in the country.
all kings of the road on the right hand side of the road. So anyways, I think I'm going to also close this vlog right here. It must be a fairly long vlog already, but I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you had fun joining me on this ride. If you like this video, do give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to share it with friends and family, please do so. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel already, because I find a lot more of you watching but not subscribing, please do subscribe. It really helps the work that we do. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye.